everyone, and welcome back to Austin Talks, where today I am doing a video on the Transformers Rise of the Beast predictions. Obviously, this is a movie that I don't think any of us were anticipating, but here it is. I'm actually glad they're still continuing the Transformers franchise, and I think that, with the whole concept of this movie, I think it will probably be better than any of the stuff we've ever been given. But other than that, I'm just going to get straight into it. So first off, if it will ever decide to move, yeah, thank you. When does it take place? Now, I don't think this trailer could have made it any clearer. But it does take place in 1994, a tad bit after the Bumblebee movie, but I think it is still canon. I'll get onto that in a bit. This is weird because it seems more stuff is happening before the 5 movies instead of after, and I actually prefer that, especially with the Maximals came before the Decepticons. I guess that kind of still goes with humans came after the dinosaurs. So hey, and all it is a bit weird, but I'll get onto that in a little bit. And also, we've had 15 different directors for the Transformers. I don't think it's something that we need to get our heads around. Oh, we'll get an aneurysm. Right. Now, the rise of Unicron. Now, Unicron is finally here, everyone, and that picture is just not terrifying at all. Now, after many speculations, it's actually finally happening, and for those who do not know who Unicron is also known as the Lord of Chaos, and he's actually, and he's basically the weird he's just a Transformers version of Galactus. He eats planets and is the arch enemy of his twin brother Primus, whoever that is, and he likes to eat the multiverse and is basically more powerful than Galactus. He's just a more powerful Galactus Transformer, but on a much bigger scale, according to Mirage. Honestly, I think that line was great. It's just he's just how big can this guy be? Well, he eats planets, so yeah, a lot bigger. Yeah, I didn't actually really know who Unicron is. I only know him from Transformers Prime. That was a great series, and obviously he appeared in that. But from a personal backstory, I only had to research more of it in this. But the whole concept of Unicron in this movie is a bit weird. I'd like him to be in a Transformers version, not looking like a planet, in what's it called? It's the same that happened in Fantastic Four and the Rise of the Silver Surfer. I want him to actually be in human form, not a flipping cloud, or a robot spiral thing in this case. So yeah. Now, Pete Davidson is Mirage. Now, with great actors comes great responsibility. And if Pete Davidson is going to play a Transformer, he needs to be funny, and I think from the trailers we've gathered that. But to be fair, if the cartoon was anything to go by, his character was actually really funny and reckless, and Pete really does fit that role. Obviously, I don't think he'll be acting. I don't think he acted as the Transformer, to be fair, but hey. Now, Mirage is he is actually underrated, and it is about time he came into live action, the proper one. The red one does not count. He died instantly, so yeah. But yeah, honestly, I think this character actually looks quite cool, and his abilities in the trailer is mad. And they've actually got that accuracy from the cartoon, and then all stuff that are actually canon. It looks so cool, and I love the car. I definitely love the car. Oh, goody, this part. Right, the different Transformers factions. I'll get onto this in a little bit in more detail, because this apparently the internet does not like to tends to not make up its mind. But it said that it takes place before the original movies, but then we were soon misled and said no, it's actually a new timeline. Well, hallelujah. So that is good to hear. So basically everything that I say that links to the other movies, just take it with a pinch of salt. because I learnt this after I made the video. So like, yeah, do with it what you will. These were only introduced in this movie, and but they are now separate factions from the Transformers species. Now, for those who don't know, there are Terracons, which is on the closest to the left. The Maximals, which is the second to the left. Autobots and Decepticons, which I obviously hope you can distinguish. The others sound more interesting, and now that we've actually been introduced to it, it would be illogical if they did not continue to use them. I do know that the Transformers franchise are like, they tend to, oh yeah, we'll introduce these guys, they look cool, and then we'll kill them. Thank you, Dark Moon. That Dark Moon was great. But why kill so many people? Also, I think this could actually lead to bigger things in this in the future of the franchise. I mean, like this whole timeline. I would like to see Optimus Prime will still be the gorilla that and like just punch the people out. And when I went to go and see the Little Mermaid the other day, oh god. We got the trailer for this, and it actually still looks good. It's still like, I keep on thinking like, oh, what if I actually don't like this? I'm not too sure if I'm gonna like this after the other ones. Every movie I go into with a clear mind, but I actually changed my idea. I actually think I really will enjoy this, but we'll see in the review in the next couple of weeks. By the way, the Little Mermaid review will come out on Wednesday, and tomorrow we have another the Flash season 9 review. So I hope you all enjoy that. Now, who is the main villain? I just realised how realistic that image looks. Now, since the trailer came out, people think that, oh, Unicron is the main villain. Now, whilst that is true to some extent, blah, 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 blah. Now, whilst that is true to some extent, the villain of the movie, like the main conflict, will include Scrooge. I think it's Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge. Scrooge, a royal servant to Unicron. Now, there is not much we actually know about this character, other than he looks more menacing than Megatron. I mean, to be fair, that's not hard. Like Megatron was just not portrayed well. This guy genuinely terrifies me. His teeth look like, I can't tell what his mouth is. I don't know if that's his teeth or he has I can't tell. Can someone? Okay. Yeah, he just doesn't look friendly, and obviously Unicron is actually behind him. He looks menacing, and there's a whole theory going around about this character, and that was one of the fan theories that I know are on there. At least I hope they are. Please tell me they are. Yeah, he does look more menacing than Megatron, and his face, I can't tell where his mouth is now. That's confused me. Now, the introduction to the Maximals. Oh, I want to actually address that now. Now, I think that these are a perfect addition to the blah 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 blah. I think these are a great addition to the Transformers universe. Think about it. We had Bumblebee with new Decepticons. Speaking of, an animated just had a notification about a Transformers project that's coming out. That means absolutely nothing to me, right? Think about it. Oh my god, think about it. We had Bumblebee, and with new Decepticons, and are now completely a new faction with the ones that are animals. So the gorilla is named Optimus Primal. The bird is that one. The Arizor? I don't know. The cheetah is Cheetor, and lastly, the rhino is Rhinox. The Maximals are great to come to the big screen, and Optimus Prime will better beat up Scrooge. I better see some gorilla going like bam, 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 die. And also, I would just like to point out why I actually think this is different. So, all of them are are basically like African animals. I wouldn't say a gorilla is an African animal, but rhinos and cheetahs and sometimes gorillas can be seen in the continent of Africa. But I've noticed they all have green eyes. Rhinox, Optimus Primal, and Cheetor, except Aerozor. I don't know whether that's because of like he's an air animal, I don't know, but I just noticed at this very moment. It just caught my eye. By the way, which one looks cooler? Comment down below. Now, the flaws of the previous movies. Now, don't get me wrong, the others were great. Not 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 were great. But yeah, there's a reason I missed 5. But they all lacked origin. Now, this movie seems to it has backstory and origin, and that is what it was missing in the previous. If you don't know what I mean, what I'm saying is, they lacked meaning, oh yeah, we're on Earth and we're gonna try and literally make our presence known for no reason. These in this movie, it's like we're trying to stay hidden, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that while staying hidden, and we also need to get these people with these people, blah 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 blah. It has backstory and meaning for the movie. The other ones were just, let's not talk about it. Now, there is reasoning behind the Terracons fighting the Autobots. There is emotion, and the action will be well deserved, especially to the Terracons. I hope they go like bam bam yeet. And the others are just robots beating the ever living life out of them. That is what Transformers is about. So Dark of the Moon, great. Age of Extinction, I know that movie was so bad to some people. I actually really enjoyed it. The Last Night, oh my god. I don't think you could have manufactured a worse Transformers project. I know there's a game coming out that doesn't look too bad, but still, holy crap, that was bad. But like Grimlock, bring back the old design of the Age of Extinction of Optimus. I liked that. The old one was a bit weird. And I liked the Bumblebee. Bumblebee, I think, is where it should have started to cut off. Bumblebee, and then this movie is where it should be its own timeline, which again I'll get onto in a little bit. But bring Grimlock and the others back, please. I want them. Who else do I want? Practically everyone from Age of Extinction. Just bring back. Stinger was the Stinger was so good. Actually, one person not to bring back. Galvatron, that guy, don't bring him back. It was basically just a resurrected Megatron that went sideways, which was clearly seen in the Last Night. Bring back that Last Night. The Megatron of Last Night was good. Everyone else was just bad. And then the concept of Nemesis Prime, oh, that gave me a headache. Then this woman, I'm actually Cybernessa. Where the hell you come from? It doesn't make sense. Right. Oh, jeez, I forgot about this. Okay, so the new characters. Now, to list all the characters here, I'm gonna list them. I'm gonna say all of them, and then I'll point them out. Scrooge, you've already seen, but he's the one closest to the bottom left. Then you've Optimus Primal, the gorilla, Cheetor. You've seen all of these. Then RC, the pink one. Actually, it should be red and white. That was changed. It's red and white, yeah. And then Battle Trap. Right, these next ones I actually do not know. I could be wrong. So Nightbird, I'm gonna say, is the purple one. Transit, I'm gonna say, is the one that looks like an ant for a face. Then Battle Trap, I'm gonna say, is the one holding the chain. And then obviously Unicron is the feathered transformer, which I didn't think was possible. But hey, here we are. And yeah, take it as you will. There's a lot of here. Oh yeah, I also missed Mirage. You saw Mirage, so yeah. There is different concepts, which I'll get onto in a little bit, I think. Next one? No, it's not this one. But still. Right. Okay. Oh, I hate this. Right, is it a new timeline? Now, it said, unfortunately, no. But it should say, fortunately, yes! It is. It is a new timeline, which has been confirmed. Hallelujah. Now, this does take place after Bumblebee. And this is why Unicron is actually here as well. So, yeah. Good. And I actually would prefer Unicron to be the main conflict, not Megatron coming back to life after every single movie. Now, I'm really annoyed. Okay. Sorry, let me talk of this in past tense. I was really annoyed about this before. Because if it was new, it would mean that it would have better plot routes compared to the other movies, as we have already seen with this movie. Now, from the plot alone and the ideas, there are a lot in store for all of us. So can we just say it is new? Yes, I'm thankful everyone did. So the line where I say please was well received. Thank you very much. Now, Autobots in hiding. I couldn't have picked a better image. Just like now that we know is this. Why does that impact everything I say? It actually does. It does make sense why they're in hiding. Kind of. If it takes place after Bumblebee, Decepticon's going to be like, I'm going to hunt you, meaning they would like to be in hiding, which obviously went again sideways. But this doesn't explain their stupidity in the last movies, like I am a robot, come find me, but this time they are hiding. Clearly some common sense was put into this movie. And plus also they don't like interacting with humans, which is seen when like Optimus is like, Mirage, what the hell you think you're doing? And I think it's actually it's the complete opposite from the other movies, so yay. And many changes. I do think there's many changes. I know that's just a standard. And I do think that the concept... I love how they say, like, we're in hiding, yet Mirage is literally just standing right there in broad daylight in what looks to be a manufacturing, like, oil refinery or an electrical step-up transformer. So, yeah, clearly their hiding abilities are amazing. Now, the new looks... Now, many characters in this movie have new looks like RC and Optimus, and all for the better. Don't get me wrong, but why did they do this? I mean, we saw Bumblebee, and he hasn't changed if you look at the others. And I mean, okay, this is minor, but take a look. Honestly, they are improvements. The old Mirage, just his car looked cool. His transformation was awful. This Mirage actually looks good. RC, the new one, looks very good, very comic accurate. I don't know whether she's a bicycle or a car, considering the front bit looks very weird. And then the RC from the other one, I literally just I can't see her face. I know she turned into a motorcycle, that's why she actually looks distinguishable. But hey, yeah, I do think this is, because you only can see 2 tires, and you can't see any in the back, but with the Mirage, you can actually, to be fair, you can't see you only see 2. Huh, how about that, huh? Yeah, but in this one, you can actually, her feet are literally 2, so I'm not too sure, but yeah, they look good. Oh my god. Bumblebee, he hasn't really had much of a change, especially since Optimus has, and I'll get onto right now. Now, the Optimus Prime hate, I really don't understand why people were so annoyed and still are. From the cartoons and books, they look exactly the same and so much more accurate. I mean, you can't. People say the first 3 movies look so much better. I don't know what you are on. But they really didn't. You know they didn't. This looks peak. I don't think you could actually have traditional comic accuracy with Transformers, but this new /old Optimus Prime looks way better than the last 2. I mean, yes, it's basically going up in good value. So the first 3, very bad. Then 4 and 5, very good looks. Now they call this 7. But it's not. Bumblebee is a standalone. Get it right. But this one looks a lot better. And I mean, the Age of Extinction was great, but still, you can't compare with this suit. This suit looks mad. And to be fair, the one in Transformers Prime looks very similar to the one of the first 3 movies. So, thank you for whoever directed this movie. I actually do not know. Yay. Now, the Ironhide cameo. Oh, this is awkward. Now, take this with a pinch of salt because this may not be true. I've now come to know that this is not true. But there was a leaked clip. Now I'll put in quotes. Leaked clip where Ironhide was helping the Autobots, and to be fair, this should be true considering it is the same timeline in which it is not, so meaning it is now bad. And also in the original Transformers, not the movies like traditional Transformers, he was red, and that is why, and that is what he is in this leak. No, he really wasn't. He was always blue. Don't know why he would be red. Yes, this was fake, and yes, I'm annoyed. I really wanted to see Ironhide come back. Don't know. I think he died, and he died. Yeah, he died, and his death was so sad. Bring Hound back. Bring Hound here. Okay, the people I'd bring back. So everyone from Age of Extinction bring back except Galvatron. Even Lockdown was sick. Bring the blue. Yeah, bring the blue drift, not the bad one. The red one was a flaw. What's the guy that has Aston Martin? He's sick. I love him. I think it's Gridlock. No, it's not Gridlock. It's the dinosaur lad. Okay. Anyway, now are Scrooge and the others Decepticons? Now, simply no. They are types of evil controlled by Unicron called Terracons. A fitting name, I can't lie, because from the previous slide, you can see none of them are pleasant. Yes, you can see from previous slides they are not pleasant. And from their cars, they just don't look any more pleasant. By the way, the one has a face of an ant, and then one has tentacles. And Scrooge looks like he came out of the wrong side of the bed. So yeah, but simply just no. By the way, I think Battle Trap is the one closest at the back, the orange. Then Scrooge is the one closest to that looks like Optimus, which again I'll get onto in a little bit. The purple one's the purple one from the other slide. Okay, I don't remember her name. Now, Optimus Primal is cool. Now, the way he's portrayed in the trailer and that transformation, oh my god. I think he will be the best character in my opinion. No, screw Optimus Prime. He's way cooler. And I'm just going to say he is cooler than Optimus Prime. Just take that with a pinch of salt. And probably he is probably more powerful. I mean, you saw him with one hand. He squeezed it like was a scorpion ox. Yeah. But plus, you can't sit there and tell me he does not look cool. He looks sick. And he looks a lot more jacked than Optimus. Especially... The saddest thing is he's the same height when he's a gorilla. That is just sad. So, yeah. Now, Rise of Unicron project. By the way, this is wrong, especially how it says coming 2016. Unless anyone has a go back in time, change timeline thing, this is wrong. I'm also positive this should happen or will happen. The only villains we have seen in the big screen are Megatron and Starscream, but Unicron needs his legacy to go on. I mean, Megatron has a legacy, Starscream was just the saddest person ever. And if they did a trilogy where they slowly creep up to the point where he is the big bad, and it would be automatically better than the last movies, even if it was just trilogies as well. Also, his power is being underused in this movie, so use it, please. Please don't make the mistake that the others movies did. Please. All I ask. Yeah, honestly, they could do so much with this. Make him human form, and then Maximals, and literally every Autobot comes in and just yeets him. Every Avengers vs. Galactus, do that. Now, what if there's a post-credit scene? Oh, yes, I did. Yes. Now, if my theory about Rise of Unicron, it would be great to have a post-credit scene where Unicron is angry and I'm going to destroy the world. That is basically just going to be him. Unicron is a powerful being, and whilst he is playing playing a minor role in the movie, I think his true legacy should be honored in this manner. Post-credit scene like they usually would in a Marvel movie. Yeah, just do what Marvel do. Post-credit scene of like Kang and everyone and all that. Yeah, so do that. Now, fan theories. I speak for all when I say that I don't want this to be the only movie. Since there are big requests for a Rise of Unicron project, I think that this will lead to bigger things. I think this will be a trilogy where Rise of Unicron will be the second movie and the last will be like a showdown. Basically a better Avengers trilogy. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Megatron still lives. Okay. I think Megatron will be in this movie. He will be a lackey for Unicron, but not as important in this movie as Scrooge and the Terracons. That will be separate, like the rise of Decepticons, and I think this is good because it shows the origin of the Decepticons and, more importantly, Megatron. Okay, I'm putting that in last. I'm sorry for whoever wrote that. I'm putting that in last. I simply think Optimus Prime is Scrooge, sort of. Yes, I love this theory. I don't know who came up with it, but I love it. In the trailer, if you look at Scrooge and Optimus Prime separately, they look different, but if you put them together, there is a few resemblances. Now, I'm not saying that he is living a double life. I'm saying that Scrooge is a replica, but instead of calling Scrooge the traditional Nemesis Prime, he will be called Scrooge Prime. That's number one. Well, okay. Right. Number one. Number two is the Rise of Unicron project. And then number three is the Megatron one. That did not make sense at all. Yeah. The Optimus Prime Scrooge. I like it. Right, everyone. That'll be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said earlier, there'll be a Flash Season 9 review out later. Yeah, no, not later. Out tomorrow. So I hope you all stick around for that. And other than that, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Bye.